Hey, Matt Brookfield here. How's it going? Welcome to another guided practice session. Today we're going to do a fun one. One that might seem really easy, but when you get into it, you're going to be like, there's stuff in this that you could really benefit from. We're going to do a tune called I Can't Stand It, which is from the Another Ticket album. These are kind of interesting albums from the early 80s. I really enjoy these two albums because they've got a combination of really good songwriting and, some old blues, Crosscut Saw and, Blow Wind Blow and Floating Bridge and stuff. So really good albums if you're not familiar with them, So, you could consider this like pre-rehab and that post-rehab, because he that's where he was at the time. But you can hear like Another Ticket is kind of still quite, chill, and what's the word? Still a bit stoned kind of vibe on it, and then Money and Cigarettes is kind of slightly refreshed, hinting at what is going to happen in the 80s, with the slightly poppier songwriting, and the album after that, Behind the Sun, he really goes for it, doesn't he, and along those lines. Anyway, so we're going to do I Can't Stand It, which was, I think, a bit of a hit in America in some places anyway. So and it was also the last track on the Cream of Eric Clapton, which was a big album, compilation best of from the 80s. So a lot of people will know it from that. Now, like I always say, this is a great track to jam along with because it kind of flips between two keys. In the verses, you have, there's two chord progressions. The verse chord progression is D minor, A minor, and G. So you got this. So if you're soloing over that, you're really kind of playing on D minor. And then, because it's on G for a while, you might hint at some notes from G, but you're really just ripping D minor blues. And you'll see that because that's the progression uses on the guitar solo. From about halfway through, though, it really just repeats the chorus over and over again. And the chorus is A minor. So that's kind of more in A minor. So when you've got to be able to kind of flip. So when you're playing along with the verses or the guitar solo, it's D minor. And when it's in the choruses, it's A minor, and you can let rip on that. So it's a really good song to jam along with because you get the benefit of practicing and playing in two keys. So lots of fun, and I always say, do that over a backing track. Backing tracks, I'm not into backing tracks. Play along with records. You'll learn what a great bass line is, what a great arrangement is. You'll end up learning the lyrics and the form and what a brass section does and all that kind of stuff if you play along with records. But if you play along with generic things like, kind of loopers and, backing tracks, it's not a very popular thing to say because people love that, don't they? But and they can have the benefits. But, top priority is play along with the records. Let's get into this, will we? So I'm just going to roll my volume a little bit back and I'll go on this kind of second, the middle, the combination of the bridge and the middle pickup, if you like. So you've got this kind of like... Just going to check me tune in there. I think I was just playing a bit hard on that open chord. It's just getting warm in here. So you've got that again. D minor, A minor. So you've just got that pickup. You play a D minor. And then you push that A minor 7. And you'll hear whenever he goes to the G, he's doing that kind of like hammering into the major third. So, you know, it's not like a big riff or anything. But there's enough in it there to kind of make it a feature in the song, you know. So, you know, maybe it's time that you learn. You've been told. So that's your verse. Then you go into the chorus. I can't stand it. Running around, I can't stand it. Down, down, I can't stand it. Fooling around my You know, there's the riff again. Okay, so that's pretty straightforward. The verse and the chorus chords, pretty straightforward. The intro kind of riff. The guitar solo goes over the D minor style progression, you know. So it goes 3, 4, 2, 3. Now I did do a loop on the loop pedal there just to kind of demonstrate it. 2, 3, 4. So, you know, then it becomes a nice... You can practice playing your D minor over. Maybe steal some of his licks. Okay, if I play along with the record, like I was suggesting, it'll just get copyright struck, this video. So that's why I'm using the looper pedal there. But you practice along with the record. Definitely, I would recommend that. You don't have to listen to me, of course. It's just my opinion. But definitely play along with the record. So when you're on that solo section, it's kind of really good fun just to be ripping in D minor. I'll just play it one more time slowly. So 3, 4, That's the first line, second line, third line, last line, 4. So when he slides into that, that's where the kind of chorus comes back in. But if you're going to play over the chorus like it does pretty much for the rest of the song, then you've got to rip in A minor, haven't you? So like I'm just going to, maybe I'll just put the track on a little bit and rip on it. So. I'd say if you played this, you know, if you found some footage of, you probably couldn't hear that too well underneath it, but if you found footage of him playing this live, which I couldn't actually, I Googled it and had a quick look on YouTube and I couldn't see him playing it. But probably because he went into rehab pretty much straight after this album, so he probably didn't tour this this album that much, you know. So it'll be interesting to see if there is any live versions of this out there, but I can see him actually ripping on this one big time. So if you do find one, send it to me or drop it in the comments below. I think we've covered it, haven't we? If we've done it already, that was pretty quick, wasn't it? So the takeaway from this tune is, what a great song. There's a little riff, there's a cool little guitar solo you can get into, but when you're playing along with the track, just differentiate between the verses and the chorus, and the subtle key change of, like, when you're soloing, you have to emphasize D minor on the verses and emphasize A minor on the chorus progression. So okay, get stuck into that, have fun, and don't forget to go to Patreon, consider supporting the channel, all of that kind of stuff. And I'll see you Friday and Sunday for Patreon videos. Keep it burning.